Hi guys, this is Melissa Zad for Pep Talk UK. I'm down at Islington Boxing Club with Masood Abdullah, the 60 kg elite national champion.
Yeah,
Best in the country. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Thank you for coming and speaking to us today.
No problem.
I mean, you know, your record speaks for itself, really. Like, you're a national elite champion. How does it feel?
Honestly, not too great. I feel like there's still some unsettled business. The fights aren't over yet, and it's just because I can't rest. I just feel uneasy. That's all.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's next for you?
Tri Nations in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Hopefully go to the GB squads and get my trials there, and then fight for England a few times and see what happens from there.
Are you excited about the Tri Nations?
I am, yeah. That's why I feel like nothing's finished yet, because there's always one fight after another fight after another fight.
Yeah.
Up until I can get my big break, I'm gonna be uneasy.
So it's kind of like you're just switched onto that mentality,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you need that like focus all the way throughout. So even like getting such a, you know, like such an amazing like recognition of which you got, I bet you just feel like, okay, well, you just have to like put that to the side for the time being.
Yeah, that's it. As in, okay, so my initial intention was with this entire tournament was just to win the Londons. Once I won Londons, I went on thinking, okay, I need to crack top 10, and once I crack top 10, I don't care anymore. I don't care what happens, and now I honestly think there's a chance of me winning this Tri Nations thing. Like, everything's just been a big step after another, and I've surprised myself, that's all.
But maybe like that's actually the best way to go about it, you know, like not setting the like bar of expectation for yourself too high, and then just like ticking boxes as you go along, right?
No, that's it. When I faced Hudson, I honestly didn't care if I was going to win or lose. I just wanted to go in there and do the best I could do. And when I won, it was a big shock to me as well. But during the fight, I started smiling. I started having fun instead of being so stressed and tensed up.
Yeah. I guess enjoying yourself like throughout it when there's that much pressure on you is actually quite an amazing thing to be able to do. How do you feel the finals of the national elites went for you?
I think that was my worst performance in the elite tournament. I could have cut the guy down a little bit more. I could have closed the angle.
And then cut the ring off as you were,
Yeah, cut the ring off a little bit more. Started hunting his body early on and started picking my shots smarter.
Because he was quite a chunk taller than you.
Yeah, I mean all of them were.
Yeah.
All of them were taller than me. I'm a midget in my weight division.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should have done the things a lot better. And the other thing he did amazingly well was his lateral movement was good.
It was, yeah.
But the thing he did amazing was he didn't tilt his head to the left. Instead, he dipped it to my left shoulder, which just allowed me to start throwing my right hand. And
that's intelligent.
Yeah, and
he clearly did his research, right?
Yeah, I mean, I watched a few of his fights. He got into scraps and stuff like that. Against me, he didn't get involved until later on during the fight. And I'm just upset with myself because during the fight I could have thrown left uppercuts to actually cut that off, but I only noticed it later on in the fight. And if I had noticed it earlier on, it could have made the fight a lot easier for myself.
Yeah, because I remember speaking to you because I watched it a bit after actually it took place, right? And I remember speaking to you, and I was obviously, you know, like I've trained with you here at Islington, and like I have like the privilege of knowing and seeing you training. And I was really proud watching that performance, but I remember speaking to you and you weren't very happy with it.
I was quite upset with that, just because I should have fought smarter. That's it.
Yeah, and obviously, like going into the Tri Nations, like it must be quite stressful for your mind and body, right? Like you've you know, amateur boxing is a little bit different. Like you always have to be sort of fight ready or close to fight ready. But coming from such a massive tournament and going into, you know, an even bigger sort of tournament that has a little bit more pressure, I guess. How has that been, like, in terms of managing it?
Stressful.
Yeah.
Stressful, just because I'm the biggest critic of myself, and I only want the best for myself. So every time I go up a level, I have to start believing in myself a little bit more, which is becoming harder and harder to do. And I just need to stay focused. That's all.
Yeah.
I was saying earlier on, like when I went up to face Hudson and those guys, I didn't believe I could win. I don't think I told everyone, like, if if I face him, I'm going to do my best, but that's as much as I can do. The only person that actually believed in me properly was my coaches.
Really?
Yeah, as in I didn't think I had what it took, and then during the fight, when we were exchanging punches and stuff like that, I made him miss a lot, and I saw that I could land a lot bigger shots than he could. So yeah, my confidence grew as the
fight went on. Yeah. That I mean, that's, you know, it's I guess you'd prefer to have the confidence before the fight, but like at least like once you're in the ring and you're like experiencing it and your confidence is growing and round by round you're improving and like working him a little bit better, like that counts for a lot as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously the Tri-Nations are coming up, like obviously you're going to give it your best shot, hopefully you'll do really well, but what is on the horizon for you? Like where do you see yourself with boxing in a year's time, let's say?
Year's time. Well, I'll see if I can fight for this country a few times, and after that possibly turn professional and see what happens there. Because I do think I have a slightly pro style than an amateur style.
It's quite different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot different. As in, before my last loss, I started fighting on the back foot. Since then, I've started fighting on the front foot, and I've seen a drastic change in style. And I think I can suit the pros a little bit better than the amateurs.
Yeah.
So hopefully, when I make that transition, it'll work out well.
It'll pay off. Yeah. Because I guess the thing with like pro boxing is like, well, I mean the rounds start like there are less rounds when you first go pro, but towards the end, like you've got 12 rounds to make the difference, right? So you can pick your shots a little bit better.
That's it.
And you can work them out. You have time to work out your opponent. But with amateur, like you're just going in there, firing off all cylinders, trying to land as many shots as possible. It's a point scoring system.
That's it. As in, when I did 2-minute rounds, I lost my fights. So out of the 29 fights, I've lost 3 times, and they've been on a 2-minute decision. Or 2-minute rounds. Yeah, I haven't lost a single fight in 3 minutes yet. So when the rounds are a little bit longer, it gives me more time to figure out my opponent.
Yeah. And then put that strategy in place, right, to make a difference. Because 2 minutes is nothing. Like.
Yeah. As in two of the fights I lost, which was 2 minutes, I faced them again when it was 3 minutes. I beat them both.
Wow.
Yeah, unanimously as well.
Yeah, that's crazy. In terms of like, you know, the Olympics, GB squad, fighting for your country, like, what would that mean for you?
That would mean everything.
Yeah.
Honestly, that would mean the world to me. If they give me the opportunity, I'll take it with both hands and not let go.
With it.
Yeah, and that's it. But if they give it to me. If they don't, I need to map out what I'm going to do after that.
Yeah, of course. Because actually, you're quite a rare breed, because you haven't actually been boxing for that long, have you? Like when was your debut?
9th of February 2017.
2017. Yeah. So it's crazy. Like, 2 years, 2 and a bit years, and you're already a National League champion. So hopefully, GB squad, Olympics, that will pay off for you.
Hopefully, yeah. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And if not, obviously, I'm sure you'll do wonderfully turning pro. So all the best to you, Masood. Thanks for taking the time.